All right.
Devil
right.
had us, but Comcast will not win today.
Comcast will not prosper. Hallelujah.
We are back. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are back. Tweet us and let us know what the last thing you heard was, because we have no idea.
Who the fuck is we apologize? You apologize.
Bro, we had some good ass conversation going on.
Hell yeah.
We had good conversation. And you know what? I saw Kia was gone and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on. We're going to finish this discussion without Kia. It's cool. It's all good. We got it.
Exactly. Nah, shit wasn't a problem. I saw Kia left, but we were still live. So I was like, oh, all right, we're going to keep talking. And Kia's going to come back.
Fast we were live.
As soon as I saw that live button go off, I was like, I'm going to keep talking, but I know this shit's not recorded, so fuck it.
Right.
Look, I came back and I was like, y'all were talking and y'all were having a good ass discussion.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody has our new link. Hold on, let me make sure this new link is working.
I just retweeted it out, so who knows, girl.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
retweeted it too.
It's live on my end. Yeah.
I saw Kia left.
Yeah, because I hear Dia. So, here, I came back on and I saw y'all talking, having this good ass conversation, and I look in the upper corner and I see off air, and I'm like, should I tell them that they are?
Ain't nothing but the devil.
You hadn't even told us. Oh, Kia.
No.
I
You knew
apologize
that.
because I have Comcast as my internet provider, and we were having this good ass conversation, and all of a sudden it went off. And I went, and my router was yellow, and I tried to do the whole, they tell you to shut it off and turn it back on. I did that like 5 times, and it did nothing. But anyway, Satan won't win today. We are back. And
we back. Satan, you can't get this victory today.
Hallelujah.
so I don't know what y'all were talking about or where y'all were. But there's one person who is watching
When did
right
we
now,
lose
and
now?
I'm
When did
sure
we
that
lose
they
now?
want to know.
I feel like we should just begin anew.
I feel like all things are passed away.
Because
There's in a good book about things being passed in the river of forgetfulness or
especially when we was talking about, I be
told about it.
I talk. So you can't call that train of thought back up again. Just ask a new question, girl.
Exactly. So let's just,
Damn it.
I mean,
Nicole,
I didn't know that we were talking about
your,
church. That's all I know.
your soliloquy, and it was good stuff. I apologize that Comcast interrupted it.
That's fucking anime. God damn it.
Nicole, do you want to repeat it? Do you want to repeat it, Nicole? I mean,
Okay, so I have a question. What should you force people out of the closet, or do you allow them to come out at their own time, their own pace, their own way?
First of all, it is not anyone else's business to bring anybody out of the closet unless that particular person says help them. It is not your place. It is not your business. You leave that up to that particular person. If they ask you, hey, help me with this, help me come out, then you can get involved. Other than that, mind your damn business, bitch. Is that how Kevin Hart said it?
Wait, AJ, I know you're making a serious point, but I just noticed your freaking profile picture, and it's basically negated. Will y'all look at this crap?
No. See, the shade is, as soon as you start interrupting him, I knew what you were about to say.
Oh my God, I was so into what AJ was saying, and then his profile picture popped up. Like, what in the hell? Okay, but AJ, I'm in a relationship with a man who is sleeping with other men, no one's supposed to tell me that? Because, look, Angie's looking because she's like, yeah, this is probably happening to kids.
Well, the thing is, if they are your friend, your closest friend, they're more of a friend to you than they are to the man that you're sleeping with. Then possibly they should kind of like put a little whisper in your ear
Mm-hmm.
to let you know that this guy is sleeping with other men. But it's still that kind of a very it's just excuse me, lemon pepper wings. Sorry, but that's it's like I still feel that it's nobody's business to bring somebody else out of the closet, you know. But of course, excuse me, of course, if this person is your friend and they know for a fact that the guy that you're sleeping with is sleeping with other men or other people, regardless, and they're supposed to be your best friend, and they know it, your best friend's supposed to kind of like put a little something in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, they're sleeping with somebody else. They ain't got to say they're sleeping with another man, but hey, they're cheating on you.
That makes you right. Any other thoughts on that? Anyone else?
You know, man, it's such a tricky. It's such a. I can't talk, bro. Look, this is my bottle of Southern Comfort. So, it's such a tricky subject because on one hand, I see, like, I definitely agree with AJ. Like, it's definitely on the. If the person doesn't want to know, if the person doesn't want to come out, then that's totally their business. Like, and nobody can dictate when they come out, how they come out, to whom they come out. Like, it's totally on them. On the other hand, I see where there's some value to people who are LGBT, who come out and say, this is who I am, this is how I was born, or this is what I chose, or whatever the matter may be. Like, this is what it is, and you should respect me for who I am, and I deserve that respect. And so it's kind of, I think about everything for me always comes to like Ellen DeGeneres, right? Who, like, Ellen DeGeneres and Queen Latifah, right? Two very different people who are, I think, very similar. So Ellen DeGeneres, like, at some point, her star was ascending, and she was like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about this shit. But at some point, she was like, okay, I'm a lesbian. This is what it is. Blah blah blah. This is what it's gonna be, right? Mm-hmm. And even when Ellen came out, like, she still became this huge star. Like, she's hosting Emmy, she's hosting Oscars. She has this Emmy-winning show, and she's winning, right? And then on the other hand is Queen Latifah, who's like, okay, this is a part of my life that I'm not going to talk about. It's none of your business. This is something that, you know, I want to keep to myself. You have everything else. You have the rap albums. You have Living Single. You have the Queen Latifah show. You have all of that. But this part of my love life, I'm going to keep to myself. And I don't think either of those people are wrong. It's just what they do. It's what they chose at that time for their career, for their family, for themselves. And I don't think that's wrong. And so I think each person has to decide, like, what their line is. Okay, yeah, I'm comfortable sharing, you know, my love life, my personal life with everyone else. And somebody else might say, like, you know what, I'm not comfortable sharing my love life with everybody else, and that's okay. And I don't think we should expect the same thing from everybody.
That is true. That is true. And I think that basically it's a lot of things that kind of factor in between Ellen DeGeneres and Queen Latifah. Ellen DeGeneres is white. White people are kind of a little more accepting than black people would be kind of accepting of black people. But of course, it boils down to minding your business. Ellen DeGeneres is fine with coming out of the closet and announcing that yes, she's gay, and just so that it basically shows that people can be a little more accepting to her. Queen Latifah can be either in the closet because of the whole black people not being accepted, or because it's none of our fucking business. Sorry, excuse my language. I know this is the real drunk show, and I'm a little drunk too, but it's none of our business. She's living her life the way she wants to live, according to who she is. She doesn't have to announce it. Why do we even have to announce that we are gay when straight people does not announce who that they are?
I'm glad you said that because you reminded me of a question that I had earlier. At what point did you become gay? Because clearly you can't be born gay. There is something that happens that makes you gay. So what?
I'm going to say this. I'm going to answer the question with this. I didn't know who I was until seventh grade, when I never had an attraction to either boy or girl.
Mm.
I never had an attraction to any one of them. But seventh grade, I met a boy. Mind you, he was in the ninth grade. Don't judge me. But I met a boy in ninth grade. Okay, and we clicked. And the next thing you know, we did a few things, but and it wasn't that, okay, this is what I like, I'm gonna do this. It wasn't like, okay, this, I don't like this, I'm not gonna do it. It just seemed normal to me. It just did. Of course, other factors along the way that kind of like, pushed me to this whole path of my own, trying to dissuade myself that this is who I am, and I'm not supposed to be like this, and I'm going through a whole other thing of depression, just trying to please everybody, that trying to prove, okay, I'm not this person, I'm this person, or whatever, but it's not it wasn't a choice for me. Some people it is a choice, but for me, I know it wasn't a choice. I didn't know what I liked until then, you know and it just seemed normal to me
I
at that
would I would agree. The way I was going to answer before he started talking was, I feel like your sexual identity and your sexual orientation really begins to take shape and form at around the time you begin to experience puberty.
Mm.
Because up until that point, you don't really have any understanding of what these urges mean. I know for myself personally, before I hit puberty and everything, I definitely had inclinations to, oh, I think that little girl is cute. I think she's pretty. And I definitely can now look back and realize I found certain male energy attractive, but it was not until that I hit puberty that I realized these urges manifest themselves sexually as well, so they are a part of my sexual orientation. That's the thing that I think triggers your identity. Before that point, you like certain things, you think certain things are cute, you think certain things are attractive, but until they start to manifest themselves sexually and you can say, oh, there's a tingling down under, that is what establishes your sexual identity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
Dio. So like on Twitter, I always joke that Dio is the son that I abandoned, even though he's only like, I don't know, 8 or 10 years younger
What's
than I
funny
am.
about that though
But
is
like
Angie would
so much.
so abandon a child. Like you would so abandon your seed. So that
I
Look,
believe that. I believe
I
that.
mean, hey, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but just our ages are so close together. But no, but what he says really resonates because I remember I was in 5th or 6th grade, and I was on the basketball team, right, in school. And I remember
You were on the basketball team and you didn't know you were gay?
Don't judge her.
don't do this.
There
Don't
are a
do
few
this.
women who
Don't
are
do this.
straight on
But no.
basketball teams.
But
I,
listen,
I know.
there's two experiences that really and
Maybe they'll
understand. Like
realize later.
I'm the type of person that doesn't even remember like where I put my keys, right? But I remember these two experiences. One was when I was in, I don't know, 5th or 6th grade, and we were in the locker room for basketball, right? And my hand or my arm kind of brushed up against the backside of like one of my older teammates, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being like, in my head, I'm thinking like, oh my God, like what's happening? And the teammate was like, I mean, you tried to do it, like you wanted to touch it. So what, you know what I'm saying? So that was one thing, right? So I'm in like 5th or 6th grade. So that's that. And then the second time was when I was in college. And Kia and we actually stayed in the same freshman dorm.
Oh my God!
We stayed in the same freshman dorm, right? And there was this girl, I won't say her name, but we always like went back and forth, kind of like, just kind of like banter, right? And I like to talk shit. She liked to talk shit. It was like a match made in heaven, right? So we talking shit, and there's this third party one day, and she's like, oh my God, there's so much sexual tension between you two, right?
Wait, who was this? Give me a hint.
I don't even know the girl's name. It's somebody that Chief hung out with, that homeless looking girl. But she,
I know who you're talking about. The one who got caught stealing at Fifth.
but as soon as she said that, like something in me was just like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not right. Like I sort of retreated, right? Like it was just this internal reaction. Like even though she was very much right, like she called it right.
Wait, who did you have the sexual tension with, though?
I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this on a Google Hangout.
You don't have to tell everybody. Just give me a hint.
You already looked the person up on Facebook, and I'll text you later. But when
I want to get in on this. Okay?
when this third party said it, like I was totally I don't even have the words for it. Like I was totally like messed up because it was like, oh, like like you have this sort of X-ray into my heart, and you know what's going on, and it made me uncomfortable.
Which that's funny, Angie, because I remember when you came out to all of us on Facebook Messenger. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
That's how you got out.
And it was like everyone was kind of like, and then I had this thought, and I was like, well, when I think back to college, I see Angie as like this very asexual person. And since then, whenever I see people as asexual, it kind of makes me think maybe that they are homosexual and they just haven't taken that step to acknowledge it yet. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense because even if I think back to 20-year-old Ange, right, to be thought of as asexual would have been a compliment. Because I remember sitting in classes and we're talking about, for ADW, for instance, African diaspora in the world, we're talking about Audre Lorde, right? I remember sitting in Dr. Gilliam's class and being like, oh my God, do people know? Like, we're talking about Audre Lorde. Like, can they look at me and can they tell? Like, do they know what's going on inside?
Well, they would not know unless you. They would not know unless you would have told them, though.
It,
Because the thing
but,
is, a lot of people, most
but
people
that's
would
the pathology.
assume.
And I don't know if it was just being like teenage naivety, but it never crossed my mind. Like, I've known Angie since we were 17, 18
I.
years old. And it never crossed my mind that she was gay. It
That's
was
the thing.
the
That's the thing. It's not even
her
just. It's
life.
not even
But that's just me. That's just me in my head.
Uh-huh.
That's just. That's not just teenage naivety. That that's real. People will not know. They will assume that you are straight. My last job, I worked as a shuttle driver for a very major hotel, and people would, my guests would ask me if I am married or if I have a girlfriend and I have a family or kids or whatever. And I'm thinking in my head, no, 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 But they assume that I am straight,
Is that
not
offensive?
gay. It's not. I wouldn't say. For me, it's not offensive, but it's funny and it's fun. It's entertaining. Okay,
Yep.
you just don't know how entertaining that can be.
I I totally agree with that because even people at work will be like, "Oh, like, what does your husband do?" And I'm like,
Mm.
"Do you like? I don't what."
Yeah,
There
yeah.
is no husband. Like,
There
there are
are
no
some.
children. What are you
It's like
talking about?
it's
And
like
so,
heterosexuality is normal. There's no
yeah,
bisexuality, no homosexuality. Heterosexuality is normal to them, well, to majority of them. Heterosexual heterosexual is that's normal. So they don't assume that you could be gay or bisexual or even transgender because there's some very good looking transgender people out there, you know.
mhm.
But they assume that you are cis heterosexual, whatever your gender is. You know,
But why should they be assuming though? It's none of their
ask
business.
them. Ask them. I don't know why they should be assuming. Ask them. They don't. They're the ones who assume.
Does this
But
go?
I don't know. It's fun to entertain that they assume that I am a cis heterosexual male. It's fun.
So this is a word that I just learned like in the last 2 years, heteronormativity. And when I learned that word, it really caused me to check a lot of the things I say and what I do. And it also kind of made me think of how white people may look into race relations. Because first of all, and I'll let y'all explain what heteronormativity is, but my first reaction is I don't want to change. Like, this is me. I don't want to have to change who I am for other people. And then I thought about that from the perspective of a black person and hearing a white person say that in regards to white supremacists or stuff. And that's when I really made the shift. So can y'all explain what heteronormativity is? That even the word? Because tequila.
I feel like it's a made up word by heterosexuals who don't believe in homosexuality, bisexuality, transgender, queer, elemental P, all of that.
And see, I actually first heard the word from someone who was involved in LGBTQ. Is Q the last letter? I can't keep up. I'm sorry, y'all.
I don't think Q is even the last one anymore. There's some more letters. You got the
I always say
intersexuality, you got the intersex, you got.
MNOP. But they were actually talking about how it refers to our assumption that everything is heterosexual. Like, we assume that white is better, we assume that heterosexual is better. So normativity, I believe is the word, is people assuming that you have a spouse of the opposite sex instead of asking you, like, who is your partner? It's the language that we use. Instead of saying wife or husband, you say partner. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that right?
Yeah, it makes sense. And you know what? I'll tell you how I experienced it personally. So heteronormativity is Essence magazine, black people know Essence. But heteronormativity is Essence having a chat fest and asking women or ladies, how do you feel when your man XYZ? Right?
Because
And automatically, and Key and I actually have a Spelman sister who is high up on the Essence hierarchy, right, of media. But when I see that, automatically I'm like, well, I don't have shit to say about that chat. So I can just mute that hashtag and keep it moving.
it
Right? Or heteronormativity is BSO, Black Sports Online, which I'm told is supposed to be some type of sports blog for men to keep track of what's happening in sports. But heteronormativity is BSO saying, fellas, check out XYZ. This is, Serena Williams's ass after the whatever the fuck tennis players do, the Wimbledon or whatever. Is that
heteronormativity is assuming that everyone is heterosexual and you're addressing them in that way instead of using inclusive language. Like instead of going to a man and saying your wife, you say your partner, a word that can be either used for homosexuals or heterosexuals.
Listen, I am finished with my Southern comfort, but I think that sounds very much right. I don't know. When I listen to this show tomorrow, it might be different, but that sounds very right. Nicole, what do you have to say? Because you're the only person that's sober, I think.
That's so quiet.
No, I'm just thinking and taking it all in, actually, because it's just fucking. I hate fucking society, but it's just huh?
I say most of us.
Yeah.
Most.
I think it's something that they're trying to push, just pushing. The more, people come out, the more, it becomes accepting to be LGBT, XYZ, whatever, the more they try to push hetero-ness. Is that a word, hetero-ness?
Hey,
I don't know if
it's going to be a word tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Words on the drunk show. That's what we're here for.
Right. Hetero-ness. And it's nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, as a society, we should be accepting of everyone, and the choices that we all make and who we choose to love or whatnot. So to sit there and say like what the BSO was that it, Biz? BSO?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's it.
With the whole Serena Williams thing, you have just as many women that find Serena Williams attractive and like her ass or whatnot than you do men.
And as a heterosexual female, I would love to see, as a heterosexual female, I would love to see Serena Williams' ass and what it looks like.
This gay man too.
You know what? I don't mean to single out BSO to disparage them. Like, I get it. They trying to get clicks or whatever. But they always, or he always uses a hashtag that's like, forgive me, I don't know what it is exactly, but it's something like, fellas, check this out. Fellas, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, fellas aren't always the people who would appreciate this asset For lack of a
Not
better
all
word.
Because Angie, you are a perv, and you are thinking I
Not
want to look
all
at Serena's ass too.
I think
I
you
don't
hit.
listen. I don't dispute that at all. I am a perv, and I am totally an internet perv. And if you have goods to show me on the internet, I will totally look at them at elusive_a. Hit me up, let me know what it is. I would totally look at that. Like it doesn't
I'm
have
so glad
anything
you
to
own
do
up to that.
with me having a penis or having balls or whatever it is. Like it
Wait,
was
You
totally
you
a
something
definitely
really smart to say. Go, Dio.
you definitely hit the nail on the head when you use the word assumption.
Mm.
Heteronormativity for me is the assumption that everyone falls under the mindset and behavior of believing that everyone is heterosexual.
Mm-hmm.
And that manifests itself in numerous ways. It's such as, we've exampled here. I think, not that I give people the benefit of the doubt, but I do say, statistically at least, heteronormativity makes sense. The majority of the population is heterosexual. So for you to assume that most people are heterosexual, especially since sexual orientation is not something that you can really see,
Mm-hmm.
why not? Why would you not assume that most people are heterosexual when the majority of the population is? But it's when heteronormativity starts to influence your behavior in a negative way, that is when it becomes a problem.
Okay. Can men be bisexual?
Yes.
You
Yes.
asking one right now, so
Yes.
Because the popular opinion that if a man is in any way attracted to a man, even if he still maintains an attraction to a woman, that
That
he is.
is
let me explain something to
bullshit.
you right here. Because I'm going to answer for almost the whole bisexual community as far as men is concerned right now.
Come on, Dio.
Bisexuality for men, and again, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm pretty confident in this is how it happens. Happens this way. When I walk outside and I see people walking past me, if I see someone attractive, I simply find them attractive. I'm not basing it upon I'm only looking at dudes today, or I'm only looking at women today. If I see a woman that walks past me and her body shape or her face and what she's wearing and how she acts and how she speaks attracts me, what I'm going to say is, Ma's fine.
But is that just general attraction, or is that I want to have sex with you attraction?
It depends. And that goes
Attraction.
back to
It doesn't have to be a.
that
It
goes
doesn't
back
have to
to
be sex. It's
Ooh.
that goes back to the spectrum.
attraction.
For
Well,
me,
go ahead, AJ.
I was gonna say attraction does not always mean sex.
Woo!
it doesn't. And I mean, that goes back to, for me, like when I first came out, I was very evenly set right in the middle. For bisexuality to me means that you are physically, emotionally, and romantically attracted to both sexes. When I first came out, I was very much so set in the middle. I was romantically, physically, and sexually attracted to both sexes. As I have matured, I've understood my own emotional responses and things that I need, and I understand that what I crave emotionally and romantically is a man. But I am still very physically attracted to women. I can't deny that. As such, I can still identify as a bisexual man because I'm still attracted to both sexes. The mere fact that I don't want to have sex with a woman doesn't mean that I'm not bisexual.
Mm.
Ooh,
And let me say this. Let me say this.
that's good. That is good, son.
Let me say this. Gay men are
That
attracted.
is good. Can you repeat that one more time? Because I haven't been.
It just straight up interrupted AJ,
I'm
but
saying, listen,
No.
I'm sorry.
I want him to.
So focused
I
on
want
the
him to.
conversation that I haven't even been able to tweet. So the tweets are gonna be off. It's my fault. I totally accept that. But the conversation has just been so good. So Dio.
you repeat what you're gonna say, and then AJ, you jump in after that with what you had in mind.
My last sentence was the mere fact that I don't want to have sex with a woman doesn't mean that I'm not bisexual. Because when I walk out of my apartment and I walk down the street and I see a woman that is physically attracted to me or is physically attractive and appealing to me, she looks good to me. The same way that the man walking next to her looks good to me as well. If that experience happens to you, you are bisexual. The fact that I don't want to approach that woman and say, let me get your number, let's go out sometime, and in the back of my head I'm thinking, I want to smash her, that doesn't mean I'm not bisexual.
But do you want to be in a relationship with her in any way? Because I can look at a woman and say, oh, she's attractive. Oh, she has nice eyes. She has nice boobs. She has a nice shape. Shut up, Angie.
Because I was about to say we know, okay? We know.
I don't want to have. Not only do I not want to have sex with her, I don't want to be in any type of emotional relationship with her. So to categorize myself as bisexual, I just see her as a pretty attractive girl. So to categorize myself as bisexual, wouldn't it have to be some sort of emotional or sexual attraction to?
The thing about bisexuality is when you think of sexuality as a spectrum, bisexuality, honestly, it takes up the majority of that spectrum because it spans both sides of the binary that we respond to. And it really depends on who you're asking. If you were to ask me 3 years ago how I interpret my own bisexuality, I would tell you that I am, as again, physically, emotionally, and romantically attracted to both sexes. You ask me now, my response is different. I am physically, emotionally, and romantically attracted to men. But I am still physically attracted to women. I do not want to be in a relationship with a woman because I know that my emotions crave a man's energy. I'm not romantically attracted to women because I know what I want out of a relationship craves a man's energy. But when I see women walking down the street and I see pictures of women on the internet and in person, I'm still aroused. You can't deny that feeling. It depends on where you fall on the spectrum, and it depends on who you ask, and it also depends on when you ask that person, because bisexuality is so fluid.
It is. Yeah.
So speaking of fluid, because I see a lot of the macho Twitter people, and this is I really want this to be the last question because it's 11 o'clock and we have never gone this long. Each Friday we get longer and longer and longer, and
I don't mind.
Get up at the crack ass of dawn.
I don't mind.
But yeah, Nicole got to go to bed because she got to be up in the
Oh,
morning.
she can go to bed. We don't care.
So this is going to be the last question, and then we're going to get into the drunk advice and the drunk recommendations, and we're all going to go to bed. But explain this Kinsey scale, because I see a lot of the macho anti-feminist men on my timeline saying, how do dykes end up pregnant? So what is the Kinsey scale, and how does that apply to all of this that we are discussing?
Kinsey
So
scale.
the Kinsey scale, and I listen. I am not an expert on this. I didn't study this in school. I don't know, but just from my own personal research, the Kinsey scale sort of it provides sort of like a general gauge. Like, for instance, some people aren't gay like all the time. For instance, if you're a woman, it doesn't mean that you're attracted to every woman that you come across, right? Or if you're a man, it doesn't mean that you're attracted to every man that you come across. The Kinsey scale just provides a scale. So it says that homosexuality or heterosexuality, for that matter, is a scale.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scale that measures how gay, how straight you are. So for some people, it's very straight, right? So if you're a woman, you're attracted to men, you want to be with men, you want to procreate with men, you want to have a life with men. Or on the other end, if you're a woman, you want to be with women, you want to have a family with women, you want to have a future with women. Like it provides sort of a scale for sexuality. It's not as black and white as we would like to believe sexuality is.
It's
AJ?
basically where you fall. It's basically where you fall on that scale. You can fall
Right.
all the way on the right where it means straight. You can fall all the way on the left where it means you're gay. Or you can fall in the middle where it means you're bi. Or you can fall somewhere between gay and bi where you like men more but you like women a little bit. Or
Right.
like women more but you like men a little bit.
Or you like a particular woman.
Yeah.
You like a particular woman more, or you like a particular man more. It's a scale. You know what I'm saying? It provides like this gray area for sexuality. It's not black and white.
And when I did my Kinsey scale test, because Angie had me confused about my sexuality,
Oh Lord.
what I remember after tequila,
Angie had you confused.
Oh,
it was 1 through 6, and 1 is like completely heterosexual. You are completely attracted to the opposite sex. 6 was completely homosexual. 3 was bisexual. 2 and 4 were where you occasionally had sexual attractions outside of your primary. So 2 would be, I am majority straight, but I am occasionally attracted to another person of the same sex.
Surprising at all.
5 would be, I am mostly homosexual, but I am sometimes attracted to someone of the opposite sex. For the record, I was a strong 1, so Angie, kiss my ass.
But you know what? In defense of Angie and Mr. Dr. Kinsey, I will say that the Kinsey scale is not concrete. It is an attempt to codify sexual orientation. It is not by any means a rule book. Because I'm sure if I were to take that right now, depending on the day you ask me and depending on how my genitals are feeling, I could fall right on the number 2. But if you ask me on a Thursday when Giovanni Frazier might log on to Grindr and is looking for a top, I'm going to fall on a 6. So, it just depends.
But, okay.
I'm going to fall on 6 all the way.
Okay, so this is the last question. Does sexual experience equal sexual orientation? Because especially in college years, you see people who experiment. Is your sexual experience, does that equate to your sexual orientation?
Nope.
When you experiment, it's kind of like you're trying to find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do things to see what you like and what you don't like. I mean, just with sex in general, whether it's with male, male, female, female, whatever it is, you have to find out what you like. So I don't think that necessarily equates to okay, I mess with girls in college, so therefore I'm gay. Nah, you just having fun. Shit.
Because
Yep.
Hell, do what you do.
I
Yep.
can say that
And I
I
think
have tried the vajayjay. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be
This
good.
was
Go
at
ahead.
a time
I'm sorry, I hate to
struggle,
interrupt you, Prayella,
but
but I love to hear you
tried.
say the JJ.
I'm a big fan of Grey's Anatomy, and when Randa Big the JJ, I think
JJ.
it all the way. I've tried it, okay, and it was not the most pleasant experience for me. And it wasn't even just one time I tried it, okay? It was actually 3 times. It was just, but you have to understand it was during the time where I struggled, okay? Just, okay. But it just was not for me. You know, you can experience and see what it's like, and maybe you will like it, maybe you won't like it, maybe you'll choose to do that, maybe you won't choose to do that. I know I did not like it. Dick was the thing for me.
Anyone want to follow up with that, or shall we get into this drunk advice letter?
No, I mean, I would just say briefly, I'm coming from a standpoint that I've tried both sexes. I've had sex with both genders. I enjoy them both. But I think to say that sexual experience defines your sexual orientation is to say something along the lines of, I had a salad today, so that means I'm a vegetarian.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
that's
Not
good.
the same thing, because I could have meat tomorrow.
That's good. So how do you self-identify, Giovanni?
Right now, if you were to ask me like what my orientation is, I would tell you that I'm gay.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I go out, pursuing a partner, the person that I'm looking for is a man. But, for sakes of conversations like this, and if I'm really, keeping all of my sexual capacity in mind, I have to say that I'm bisexual because I am attracted to women still, physically at least.
Okay. Drunk advice letter. Are y'all ready for this?
Go ahead.
Bring it on.
Dear drunks, advice on anal. Thanks. Trying to do it right.
Who's going first?
I will. Advice number 1. Fleet. Clean it out. 3 hours early. No less. Clean it out. Number 2. Lube. Okay? Don't you get no baby oil. Don't you get no Vaseline. Don't use spit. Okay? Number 3. Tell him to go goddamn slow. Don't slam it in. Don't rush. Because it ain't going to work for you. Number 4. Before he stick it, you need to lick it.
Ooh. Oh, wait. Rewind, repeat that for the cheap seats.
Before he sticks it, you need to lick it. Eat the booty. Like what?
Nice groceries.
There you go.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Who's answering next?
You will love me after.
Ooh. I don't know what happened. Angie, your video disappeared. Do you have advice for the drunk advice letter?
Yep. Am I the last person to go?
No, you're the second.
Oh, okay. So skip to somebody else and come back to me.
Okay. We got some drunk advice from Twitter. Jason said, relax your muscles. Relaxation is important. Go ahead, Dio.
true. That is true. Relaxing is important, but the top still needs to go slow.
The top still needs to what?
He still needs to go slow.
Slow, go slow.
Slow. Don't put it all the way in. By inch.
Should I go now?
Yes, go, D.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Number one,
Number one,
lube is very important. Why am I hearing?
I don't know. We don't hear echo on this side.
But I hear echo from you.
Anyway, as lube is very important. It will keep you injury safe. It will make the entire experience more enjoyable. Two, get on top first. You can control the speed and the depth of penetration much easier, and it will make you more confident in the actual intercourse. Three, if you like it, and this is based upon my personal experience because this is one of my favorite things, get her first because it opens things more and relaxes to that actual penetration is easier. And lastly, if you want to be edit how do I say this?
Just say
When you're on top, you want to think about your own curvature of your body and the walls of your body, increasing the most. That will keep them.
I don't know. This is some we got some erotic shit going on for our followers, but hey, okay, we gonna go with it.
Nicole, do you have any advice? Nicole's ready to go to bed, y'all.
I can't provide advice I don't know about.
Well,
all I can say is take it easy.
Well, if I'm still echoing, y'all let me know. Tweet me and let me know. I tried to fix the echo. But I heard from a little birdie that if you put cocaine on your anus, it numbs it. But I don't know.
Did you just say cocaine?
I did.
She said cocaine. Wait. She said cocaine with a straight face.
That's just what the preacher lady told me. And Angie, you know the preacher lady.
Get out of here.
So I don't know. Because I don't even know where to purchase cocaine. But that would...
You gotta ask your wife friend.
Let me explain something to you. If I've already said I'm not letting you put baby oil back there, what you're not gonna do is put some white girl on my sphincter. Damn it.
Because I also heard it gets you high too. So, you know.
All right.
Let's wrap this up.
Because I'm fucking sick of you.
All right, and close out the advice.
So my advice is do whatever they get you off. Like, I mean, enjoy anal. enjoy anal. The way it is, like, get you some lube, tongue kiss your, I don't know, whatever it is that gets you off, like, that, enjoy it, be in the moment, fuck what everybody else thinks about what you're doing in your grown ass bed. That's my advice.
My lipstick's gone.
Who cares?
Yeah.
That's not sorry. All right.
My
Nicole,
big left partner.
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. What up? I have this echo, and I can hear it on my end, but I'm trying to work through it. Axl Rose was our guest a couple weeks ago. He says, it was a retweet from someone. She says, someone asked Rose, so are you asexual? And Rose tweeted it and said, according to Elusive A, that means you're gay. I don't necessarily mean that asexuality means homosexuality. So in my limited experience, I find that people who identify as being asexual,
and I will have to agree with you on that. And I don't know anyone who identifies as asexual, so I can't really speak on that. But I will go as far as saying that I do not believe that asexuality equals homosexuality. But what I will say is, in my personal experience, what I have perceived to be asexuality has often been hidden homosexuality. So it's not that there's no sexual attraction there. It's been with me being around people who were attempting to hide their sexual attraction so they didn't talk about anyone. Because for the longest, the only man I knew Angie was attracted to was Nelly. And I mean, that was disturbing enough.
That shade.
First of all, it ain't nothing wrong with Nelly. Fit, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay. I don't know how to fix my echo. She said my computer is causing an echo. Do y'all hear echo on my end? I've turned down the volume. I don't know what else to do.
I don't hear echo on your end, but I definitely hear echo on my end.
I do.
Okay, let's get to these drunk recommendations and we can wrap this up so we won't have an echo-filled show. Nicole, drunk recommendation, what you got?
What I'm supposed to be recommending?
Whatever you like.
Girl, you did not.
Nicole didn't read the email. Skip Nicole. Giovanni, what do you have as your drunk recommendation?
My drunk recommendation, just going along the show, is wet for your lube. It does not dry out. And it has never failed. Or my past. So if you want to have a great, utilize that.
Okay, wet lube. AJ, what do you have for the people?
I kind of have like two to piggyback first off of Theo. Yes. Wet. This one is wet. Kind of like strawberry. Or I need more, but coconut oil is really good.
Coconut oil is good. However, coconut oil is oil-based and it will pop rubbers.
Only use coconut
Look,
oil
that is good.
when not using a condom.
But
Yes.
I'm in a relationship.
Mmm. Everyone's
Well,
not lucky
or
enough to be having
solo.
condom-free sex, AJ.
Or
Don't brag.
solo. When you need a little masturbation. Boom. My second drunk recommendation. I'm a little drunk. I'm eating it out. I just started Daredevil on Netflix. That you might want to get into. It's damn good.
What's the show?
Daredevil.
Oh,
Ooh.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's on Netflix.
Okay, cool.
I have a recommendation.
Go, Nicole.
Don't be afraid to watch. It's okay to be a voyeur.
High five,
Be a
Nicole.
live couple. There's plenty of people that like to be watched.
High five.
That's what I recommend.
Okay, my drunk recommendation, I bought a record player back in September, I believe, so I've been collecting albums. The newest album, Dio hates my music selection, so hopefully he will not rip me for my latest album purchase, but it is Billie Holiday, Lady
No.
And Billie Holiday would have been 100 years old. I believe, was it yesterday or day before yesterday?
Yes, yesterday. Happy birthday to Lady
Speaking
Gaga.
of, today is Babyface's birthday, and I just want to shout out Babyface because he is like one of the greatest songwriters of all times. If you liked the song in the 90s, I guarantee you that Babyface probably wrote it if it was R&B.
Babyface is
Especially if it was Tony Braxton.
from Tony
Tony Braxton. He wrote Tenderoni. Roni by Bobby Brown is my favorite love song of all times. Like, young Kia wanted to be Roni. Babyface wrote that shit. So when I found that out today, I was like, yes, Babyface. He wrote Superwoman by Karen White. Boys to Men hits, End of the Road. What else? Babyface wrote everything. Baby, TLC.
Soon as I get home.
Babyface is probably the number 2 love songwriters after, what's her name? The one who wrote Beyonce's song, what's her name, Angie?
What
White lady.
Diane Nash. Not Diane Nash. Diane Warren.
Diane Warren is the greatest love songwriter. Babyface is number 2, right behind her.
Yep.
All right, Angie, what you got for drunk recommendations?
So shit, you caught me right when I was trying to respond to some tweets. So, okay. My drunk recommendation is the Runaways. It's a comic presentation about 2 slaves who flee their plantations and end up in 2015 and become rappers. Now, the creator of this series is Jonathan Edwards. He had a viral cartoon back when Trayvon Martin case first went viral. It was a picture of like shades. It was like a picture of the person holding shades. It saw like Skittles, nuns, kind of all of that. he's a really talented artist, and so he's trying something new with runaway who find themselves in the scene, and they're trying to get away out of life, trying to figure out paths to go and find themselves in really precarious situations. So that's what linked to him, because I can't find his I will link to him so that you can find him, enjoy his super talented, house, all of that, blah, blah, blah.
Rose called me a hood rat because my favorite love song is Tenderoni.
Well, wasn't wrong.
Gotta be a hood rat.
She wasn't wrong. That's the thing.
If you can't love me like Bobby loved Whitney, then I don't need your love.
Listen. I always say, you can't love me like Leo. You don't deserve me in my own business. So, right there.
Okay, I think we are done for the night.
I got one more thing to say.
Okay, go, Nicole.
It's unofficial, but in 45 minutes, it's at King Shantae's birthday. And Spelman's little birthday. So, happy birthday at King Shantae. Happy Founders Day to all my Spelman sisters and blah, 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 blah.
Happy birthday, Miss Shantae, baby. I love Shantae. Shantae, we got to go to brunch this weekend. Nicole, she training and doing all that bullshit. She can't go with us. Hey,
How you gonna schedule my schedule?
Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us this week for The Real Drunk. We will be back next time, and hopefully with no technical difficulties. I mean, who knows? But
and it will not be hours. No. To me. The shit will only be 1 hour next week. Fuck everything else. 1 hour.
Because we did a solid 3 hours tonight, and I don't know how or why that happened, but my ass is going to bed now.
Comcast.
Bye, guys.